What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another content on my channel. This is How Tasty Israel. We breaking down the Gemini Ox. Let's get right to the article. Let's see what happens here. Gemini Ox, the ingenious sarcastic of the ingenious sarcastic. Look at that. Imaginative. Clever. That's all I want to write here. I just want a simple word. Skillful. All right, let's see. The skillful, talented, let's see, sarcastic. Sometimes the intro, man, will just give you, it will just brace you for a very powerful or a weak, or whatever individual out there. It says ingenious, sarcastic. Let's see, what is it? Okay. Mocking, scoffing. Oh man, wow. Scoffing. Sharp, tart. Scornful. Let's see what scornful is. Scornful. Superior, snotty, dismissive. See what it says. Snotty. Wow. Intelligent and snotty. It makes you think. When you put those two together, an ingenious and snotty person. Let's read the article. Yeah, my brain is just like on overload right now. I'm just trying not to think negative about this sign, but it's just like I'm just getting a I don't know if I can trust this type of sign for real. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see what's going on because I know if I was a Gemini Ox, man, you know, I probably wouldn't get along with Sagittarius snakes. Let's see what it says here. The Geminis are born May 21st to June 20th. And these are the Ox years. Let's see, sarcastic and with a developed sense of humor. They make great companions. Developed sense of humor and sarcastic. Is sarcastic a good thing? I'm confused here. Let's see here. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Mocking, ridiculing. Let's see the word. Kidding, parting, goofing. Taking the piss, pulling someone's chain. Wow. I guess they took those parts out of the definition. Mockery. Derision. That's a biblical word, derision, right? Ridicule. Taunt. Scoffing. Insults. I don't know if that's those positive words right there. Sarcastic, you being sarcastic, huh? Mocking somebody. Making fun of somebody. Damn, I would hate to have that nature. That don't sound pleasant. But it may sound pleasant to most people, but to me, it's like, you know, I might have to stay away from this individual. I might, might be having negative thoughts. Let's see here. But it says they make good companions, though. But it's just that they just seem to kind of joke around a little bit too much, and that's their nature. I'm just confused. Like, yo, I mean, I don't think these are very serious individuals in here. But everybody's different, and this is some information that we have to learn, y'all. We got to really learn ourselves because we have things about us and about our nature that we can't control. And it's just like, you know, some people, man, it's written. You gotta learn these people. You gotta learn who you are and why you act the way you do, and why, you know, some people might be irritated. Maybe you a jokester. You know, maybe you a prankster. And you know, you don't do it intentionally. It's just part of your nature. It's like, hey, you like to crack jokes. You like to be a comedian. You know, sometimes that will fly with some people. Sometimes they don't want you around them, and they become an enemy. You become an enemy. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to be very careful on when to use that and when not to use that. Some people you may have to stay away from because, you know, they're evil and they take things too serious. All right, loving and understanding. The Gemini Ox woman is that family member who you can always count on. A family member who you can always count on, the Gemini Ox. All right, I mean, so far I'm hearing something good. It's just that introduction just threw me all the way off. I'm just like, yo, whoa, what? All right, let's see. The Gemini Ox man has this tendency to complicate his life. He has a tendency to make something more difficult or confusing by causing it to be more complex. So he has a nature in him to make things very difficult in his life. That sounds very scary if you ask me. I would hate to live a life like that. And it's out of your control as well. Man, that is deep. And it says tendency. What does that word tendency mean? You have a tendency to make your life difficult. Likelihood, leaning, liability, habit. You have a habit of something. Let's see what the word habit means. This is the definition of habit. Custom, pattern, routine, tradition, tendency. Man, I feel bad for the Gemini Ox. I mean, it says good things about the woman about she's dependable, but the man, he makes things difficult for himself. Gosh, damn, that is deep. That is very deep. You guys be careful out there, man. When they say be careful, man, that's a message for you. Be careful out there, yo. Let's see. Sharp and outspoken, the Gemini Ox surely takes his boasting energy from the Chinese sign in the ox and his boasting, a boaster. Wow, a natural born boaster. Holy cow. Man, that's deep. It's a tendency to act without thinking. Act without thinking. How in the hell do a person act without thinking about it first? I just, wow. How in the hell do a person do that? That just made I'm just like, man, that just fried my brain. I always try to think about something before I do it, even if it's something that's gonna get me in trouble. But they do it without thinking about it. That's like your brain just left the building and your body just did what it felt good about doing. How the hell do you pull that shit off? Wow, that is amazing. He said, I just did it without thinking about it. What? I am confused, dog. I am confused. My brain hurt just thinking about that narrative. Oh, wow. I am shocked. All right. They know more than they let show, but they are not deceiving. They want everyone to have same chances and will always follow their principles. Interesting. The Gemini born in the Ox year have a more stable personality. A stable personality. Stable personality? What the hell that mean? Chemistry. Firm, solid, steady, secure, strong. Built. Strong, okay. Stable means to be strong, a strong personality. What's the definition of a personality?
Personality.
Personality, man, it can just open up a whole world of a narrative, of a thought process. Just the word personality, man, it just got so much swimming in your brain. Like, what the hell is this? Now, personality is what? Persona, identity, disposition, nature. Like, even all these words, character, they open room for more narrative. And I try to limit the narrative so I can have an easy understanding of what it is. It's like they got a plethora of who they are. That's intense. Wow. They love their home and they are rational, great thinkers. Rational. This is explosive shit right here.
Rational.
Logical, reason, sensible, reasonable, intelligent. Now we're getting somewhere. Intelligence. They have intelligence. Clear-eyed. Common sense. Interesting. All right, now we're getting somewhere. It's just that, you know, all this deep narrative, and it just throws you off like they so deep. You know, just break down a deep person to make them simple. All right. How the hell all these splash drinks get over here? Okay. Now, great thinkers. Let's see what a thinker is. What's the word of a thinker?
Thinker.
Okay. A person who thinks deeply and seriously. A serious and deep thinker. Serious. That means you really inside your head. That, man, I mean, I just want to know, like, how long do it take you to generate the information before it comes out your mouth? If you're a serious and deep thinker. That's amazing. How long do it take? It's like sticking a TV dinner in the microwave and you gotta wait some minutes for it to get hot and it be edible. Or you sticking a frozen pizza in your oven and you gotta wait 20 minutes to feed everybody. And then everybody's satisfied licking their chops. Everybody ain't gonna eat the frozen pizza. It's gotta get hot first. Nobody gonna eat a frozen pizza that I know of. I haven't met nobody eating frozen pizzas. There might be some people out there weird like that, but I doubt that a family wants to eat a frozen damn pizza. They want that thing hot and ready, like Little Caesars. Amazing. Deep thinkers, man. Brain so damn deep, when it come out your mouth, man, it wakes folks up. It wakes somebody up, causing them to think. People don't really think nowadays, but when you teach them how to do it and they actually apply what's in their head, they're gonna put it into action. You gotta teach people what to think nowadays. That's not a normal behavior in America. For real. Some people gotta smoke a blunt to not think and just go to sleep and eat and put 20, 30 pounds on themselves and be like, damn, how did I get all this weight on me? You ain't wanna think. You wanna smoke your brains out and stuff your face like an idiot. Because you think your thoughts are your enemies. Sometimes you gotta think of a solution to the problem instead of accepting a problem and destroying your solutions. That's the reason why you're effed up in life. Let's continue. A lot of people do things backwards. Let's see, great thing is they will always look for answers, and they will try to solve everything life throws at them because they have all these traits. The people born in the Gemini, the Ox year, are very creative and intelligent, very creative. Now, when you are declared very creative, what does that mean? What does it mean when somebody says you're very creative? Let me see if there's a definition of that. Some of us probably don't know what the hell that means. We just look at you like you're fucking stupid. Very creative, what the hell are you talking about? This dude lost it. Talking about he said he's very creative. I'm gonna just ignore him. He a clown. Let's see what it means to be very creative. The meaning of very creative. This is what it says. Having or showing an ability to make new things or things of new ideas, using the ability to make or think of new things, involving the process by which new ideas, stories, etc. are created, usually disproving done in an unusual and often dishonest way. Oh my God, my brain is fried, bro. Is that really the definition of very creative? Holy cow. I may want to get out of here, man, because when you try to define very creative, you're going to get very lost in the sauce. It's like putting 1 grain of rice in a pot of boiling spaghetti sauce. How the hell are you going to find a grain of rice? Is it going to dissolve in there? You ain't going to be able to find it. It's like, oh, I got to find 1 grain of rice in a boiling pot of spaghetti sauce. That's what trying to define very creative is like. It's like a needle in a haystack. You're gonna spend the rest of your damn life and die trying to figure out what the meaning is. That's very deep. Sometimes, life happens like that. It's like you're gonna take years to try to find what the meaning actually is talking about. 9 times out of 10, sometimes that happens. So we're gonna skip the word very creative and go on to something else. But that is very intense to be declared you are a very creative person. I would say, me personally, just to simplify it, it's like when you put your mind to do something and it happens, you're very creative. But I could be wrong. Everybody got their own interpretation of what it means to be very creative. And me trying to define it made my brain hurt. It says inventive, they will always come up with the best ideas for different solutions. The best ideas for different solutions. What does it mean to find the best idea? That means something that's going to work and be effective, that won't fail. That's what a great idea is. It's something that is not going to fail, and you really took time to think about it. And you put it into action and you were successful with it. That is amazing. Let's see here. The fact that they are so original and open makes them charming and appreciated by others. Charming and appreciated by others. That is amazing. When you are declared appreciated by others, you need to know something. Not a whole lot of people that walk this earth are appreciated. But when it says your charming nature is appreciated by others, that means you're going to get my attention as well, and I don't even know who the hell you is. That's pretty deep. So you can actually give people who hate your guts, who want to kill you, a change of heart and end up liking you and befriending you. Most people don't have that ability. Once they create an enemy, that's their ass. But you are able to change the hearts of your enemies and cause them to be your allies by your charm. You, sir, you, ma'am, are very, very amazing. Very amazing to have that ability. And if I was what's this, Gemini Ox? If I was a Gemini Ox, I probably have that ability as well. To be able to win the hearts and the souls of people by my charming nature. Everybody's charm don't win everybody. Some people's charm make people sick and can get you demonized and targeted and killed. Yeah. Some people try to be charming and end up labeled as a pervert, rapist, or some dictator. You know what I'm saying? Because you try to act like something that you're not, and it fails. Some people can pull it off. Not everybody can pull off being charming. As far as the Gemini Ox goes, when they become charming whenever they want to, they can pull it off and be very successful. They can literally have people donate money to their cause and not have to work a day in their life. They got that ability to win the hearts of people and not have to clock in at a job. Have people donating checks to their address and their bills is paid for the rest of their life. And they can just travel the world whenever they want. They don't even gotta live in the hood. They living in the suburbs. They living in some beautiful shit. Because they charm cause people to see them as a god. It's amazing when you got that effect on people. So people, y'all gotta understand, you gotta do some research on yourself, man, and see how great you are. Because if you think you're a loser and you settle for less, man, and you really that great person, man, you the one who messed up and missed out. Unfortunately. Let's see, the Gemini Ox people are not so talkative. That's amazing because a lot of them are, but it says the Gemini Ox is not so talkative. And they have an amazing ability to predict what is going to happen in the future. They have an amazing ability to predict what's going to happen in the future. So a lot of them could be like a newscaster. A lot of them are into tarot readings. Those are probably Gemini Ox people. When it says you're able to predict the future, you might have an office as a fortune teller. Let's see, they're not only ingenious and adaptable to any situation in person, they also have a calmness that is rare in others, sensitive and respectful. They will often escape difficult situations by playing with words. That's amazing. So they're able to duck and dodge traps by what comes out their mouth. So a person who got a gun in their mouth ready to blow their head off, they can get out the situation very quickly if they said the right thing. That is amazing. So they have the ability to escape execution. They are lawyers, attorneys. You know what I'm saying? They're able to get themselves out of a deadly situation and you out of a deadly situation by what comes out their mouth. A lot of lawyers have that ability. And a lot of people who are murderers don't end up in prison because they have a way with words to persuade the judge that you ain't so bad. That's amazing right there, man. And 9 times out of 10, people like that are not cheap. It's gonna cost money to get somebody who is excellent and thorough in communication. So every office that you apply for is not for you. Some of them, they're going to be beasting it. All right. Let's see, they're known for their very developed vocabulary. Let's see what it says vocabulary. It says they have a developed vocabulary. What does that mean? And 9 times out of 10, just to define vocabulary, it may be difficult to see what that actually means. The body of words used in a particular language. Let's see. Developed. Let's see what that means. It says their developed vocabulary. Vocabulary is another word for language. So they have a good language that they can distribute that can diffuse a bad situation. Develop. That means a continual upgraded person. Let's see here. Let's see here. They're known for their very developed vocabulary. They know how to express and explain what they're thinking, and many people appreciate them for this. They explain what they're thinking. 9 times out of 10, me personally, I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking, because some people will be confused what's in my head if I bring it out. But as far as this individual, whatever's in their head, and when they bring it out, it's clear. They get it just like that without a person saying, huh, can you repeat that again? That 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. Because when they say it once, it's like they get it. It's like the brain says, I'm thirsty, let me get water. And they drink. That's how they is. They feed the people when they want answers. Not everybody got that gift. Let's see. Good listeners too. The Gemini Ox people prefer to have few friends that are true to them rather than more friends and none of them honest. I am going to screenshot this because it's the deepest thing that I have discovered. That statement is very powerful. It says, let's see, what does it say? It says the Gemini Ox people prefer to have a few friends. That means they got a small circle that are true to them. That means they do their research 9 times out of 10, some of them, but some of them do their research on who they're getting themselves involved with, rather than more friends and none of them be honest. Meaning you have a big circle and it's all a mess, like, you know, Donald Trump having everybody turn their back on him. A Gemini Ox will pretty much select people and be guaranteed that they're not going to turn their back on him, especially when it depends on their views. They identify backstabbers very well, and they make it plain and they make it very clear. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a backstabber, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find yourself in a world of trouble. Let's see. Top characteristics: flexible, witty, appreciative, and then this right here says thoughtful. A lot of us are pretty slow. We're gonna probably define appreciative and all that too as well. prayerful, philosophical, thinking. Look at that right there. And then it says appreciative. Grateful for, thankful for, obligated, supportive, encouraging, responsive. These are the characteristics of the Gemini Ox. And a lot of them will look at this video and be like, man, he's hitting it right on cue. Loving the narrative. I gotta talk to this guy. Please do that. Please. My brother over here is struggling. I got intelligence and I have the ability to break stuff down. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see. Witty.
Witty.
Humorous. Amusing. Funny. So they got the sauce, man. They got the sauce. What you got to lose? They got the sauce. They experts, man, of winning the hearts and the minds of the people. That's their God-given skill. You know what I'm saying? Some people are jealous and mad about that, but hey, I mean, that's what God wants. That's how it is. I mean, telling you, listen, it's not a sin to research and learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just learn yourself. And if you want to be spiritual and draw yourself to God, you're going to be able to do that because it's destined, it's written. Some people, they can't relate to people. They can't communicate to people, but everybody has an office. Everybody has an office of communication. Some of them are going to be better than others. Okay? Some of them got, so there's a time and a place for everything. But I'm just saying, like, all of us, all 144 of us are amazing. Okay? So just don't feel bad. Some of us, we're just going to be bumping heads and we're not going to, some of us, we ain't going to be able to click, unfortunately. We're not going to get along. Some of us will be united. Some of us will be divided by how we feel and how we see the world and how we're created to be. They could be sarcastic when they are bothered by some people's behaviors. Let's see here. They said they could be this when they're bothered by some people's behaviors. This could be it's pretty much the saying is that this is a defense mechanism. When somebody just doing some weird off the wall stuff, they have to be this way. Scornful, mocking. They may tell you a joke, man, that might hurt your feelings, just to get you off their back. You know what I'm saying? Like with words, man, I tell you, words will hurt. They could just say something, man, and it will just shut you down. Real talk. I'm talking like I'm a Gemini Ox. I tell you, when I read these articles, I actually become the character. I become like a Gemini Ox when I read about it. So when you read about something, you become that. You do know that, y'all. When you read something, that's what you become. The information that comes out, man, it will just blow your mind. I mean, I don't even feel like a Sagittarius snake. I really feel like a Gemini Ox, even though I am a Sagittarius snake, but I feel like I'm a Gemini Ox reading this article because it feels like the shoe fits. And when I read and when I look it up, it feels like, I have become this spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I know exactly what it's like to be this spirit when I read it. So they can become sarcastic when it comes to people's behaviors. That is truly amazing. All right. Their developed sense of humor doesn't always do its job, or they don't know how to approach a specific situation. It don't, sometimes it could be a hit or a miss. It don't always do its job. At least they admit that. Sometimes when you read something, it will clear up some of the narrative that you put out there. So that's the reason why you got to watch this whole video, because I might have missed something. Let's see. The Gemini oxen are better when they are meeting people in private. I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the best come out of me when I meet somebody in private versus me dealing with a whole bunch of people. But him specifically, it says they are better when they're meeting people in private, and they prefer friends who are on the same page with them about this. Now, when you have people in your circle who have different views than you do, they become your opponent. But when they are on the same bench wagon, you're ready to take over the globe. And guess what? The people who are compatible with them, they're going to fall in line. You're going to be the star on the tree. They're not, let's see here. Social gatherings are not quite the places for them to be at. They decide very fast if someone is going to be their friend for a long period of time or if they're going to be only acquaintances. That's very, very powerful. So they know when something is going to be permanent or short term. That is amazing to have that ability to find out if somebody is really in your life for the long haul or they're just going to be there for a season. Me, I hate when people are just there for a season, then I got to find somebody else to keep me sane. I really hate that. And that's why sometimes with me, I'm very selective who, I let in my life. Because some people just only there for a season, and some people just only want to be there for a season. They're not trying to be there long term, and they're not trying to share the same views and thoughts and opinions as you do, because they have a feeling that they're being manipulated, they're being controlled. You know what I'm saying? They got all these feelings, like, you feel like you're trying to control me. I feel like you're trying to manipulate me. Brother, girl, bye. To hell with you. This is what it is. If you don't like it, man, find somebody else to make miserable. And that's how you air some people out, man, is to really see why they in your life for. You know what I'm saying? Some people, man, they just, hey, I ain't here to waste your time, bro. All right, let's see. Always thinking of new things to do and perhaps solutions for other people's problems. The Gemini oxen will not refuse someone who wants to have a conversation with them. They won't refuse it. That's amazing. They won't refuse you wanting to talk to them. A lot of people ain't talkers or social type people. So if you want to talk to a Gemini oxen, they said that they give you the floor to see what you about. What's up with you? What's up? Hey, that's tight. Some people are like, yo, get the hell away from me. I don't want to talk. I don't know you. And these could be people that really need a friend in life. You know what I'm saying? That really want to have somebody like a companion, some people to like really check up on them in life. While quiet in nature, they understand the importance of communication, and they know life would be harder without it. Life is hard without communication. It's really hard. Without somebody checking up on you, talking to you, man, to see if you're good, see if you want to, hang out and just get out of hell. Because life could be hell when you ain't got nobody to really talk and vibe with. This life is miserable because you always in your head. You're always in your head. Sometimes you have to kind of like, 9 times out of 10, you may have to, kind of like hide your views and opinions just to be at peace with some people, just to have some company Sometimes you just have to surrender your thoughts. And a lot of us don't like to do that. For real. That's very uncomfortable. When you have to surrender how you feel and how you do things in life just to have somebody just to have company. But 9 times out of 10, that can make you a very powerful and successful person when you're open-minded and be able to give people the floor to do business and network with you. Sometimes you have to to network with people, man, you probably have to just let them talk and probably get paid for it. They probably might give you network and they're just boring as hell. You know what I'm saying? Some people are very boring, but they got the silver spoon. They got bread. A lot of millionaires and billionaires, they suck. They're boring. And a crackhead on the street can have you shitting your intestines out with laughter. You know what I'm saying? Just 9 times out of 10, that's how it be. They hate gossip and they have patience with others. People in Gemini, the Ox year, are the happiest when they are alone, but this doesn't mean they reject company. You know, it's okay for me to be alone for a short period of time. Just for a short period of time. But it's gonna get very annoying. Only time I like to be alone is when I need some sleep. Sometimes. But it says for the Gemini Ox that they like to be alone sometimes. That means they on some they just want to be left alone. I can understand that sometimes. But that doesn't mean that they reject company though. I mean, they take some company, but they like some solo dolo time. Like, let me think, let me get my thoughts together. The world's crazy, you know. I can understand that. Perfect careers for the Gemini Ox. We got hospitality, tourism. Let's see what tourism is. A lot of y'all haven't even left your damn city. You've been in the same city for like 30, 40 years and you never even stepped outside your own neighborhood. You just at home collecting dust, playing with your balls, complaining about the world and how everybody's so evil and weird. But the Gemini Ox, you know, they could show you what the world is like. They'll be like, hey, this is where this is at. They probably work at the zoo. You know what I'm saying? So, tourism. They show you around the world, around the neighborhood, around the community, around the park. You know, they good at giving tours. Hospitality. You like to, you know, when people come in, you want to make sure they feel welcome. You know what I'm saying? They be like, hey, welcome to Blase Skip. Come sit at this table. It's nice and clean. The scenery's nice. The place smells good. Everything on the menu is tasty and edible. You know what I'm saying? The vibe is nice. The temperature's right. There ain't no flies or bugs or vermin in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? They got the place on lock. The place is nice. And they very respectful. They don't make you feel unwanted. You know, that's how it is. Hospitality. Most places you can't get that. They'll be like, hurry up and buy. That's not hospitality. That's like, get my money and get out of my store. That's not what a hospitality type person do. If you think your hospitality is on point, you may want to check the definition of what that actually is. Let's see, music. So you got a lot of them who got them bars, man. Probably cold with the instruments. Like I said, every Gemini Ox is not the same. Okay, they doing different things. A lot of them like the guitars, a lot of them do the flute, a lot of them in the studio, in the booth, recording, engineer it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are orchestrators. You know, they love music. As for me, no sir. I do not got a music backbone at all. I don't even listen to music at all, period. I can literally, like in 1 year, I would have played maybe 100 songs in 1 year. A lot of y'all probably played like millions of songs. Only time I play a song is if I'm in the mood for it. 9 times out of 10, I really don't care about music. Like I literally paid for recording studio time and I haven't even used it yet because I got so much going on. But for the Gemini Ox, boy, they will go in the studio and tear that shit up. But who's that in that studio blowing like that? They bring attention to themselves, boy, I tell you. And we're gonna find out who the Gemini Ox is, and we're gonna go on YouTube and see what the comments are like. And let you know that some people who are Gemini Oxens are fulfilling their prophecy. They killing it right now. They is not in dead-end jobs, flipping burgers, or in retail. Some of them are, and if you are in retail, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because look at what I'm reading. This is amazing. In journalism, people who write sports articles, nutritional articles, the what they call that thing, the Columbus Dispatch, the Washington newspapers. A lot of Gemini Oxens are good writers, you know what I'm saying? Are good news reporters. You know what I'm saying? They're able to come up with very powerful narratives. And they get paid hella good bread for doing it. They're fulfilling prophecy. They're fulfilling their role of what they were born to do as a Gemini Ox. Journalism. Like I said, the activity or profession of writing for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or preparing news to be broadcast. So they could be broadcasters. They write news articles. You like sports magazines. You like your favorite sports magazines of how the person is captured, how they catch the ball. They're editing the papers and distributing out powerful sports magazines, and it's catching your attention. You're like, give me more. When is the next magazine going to come out? The Gemini Ox, man, they know how to throw down when it comes to being journalists. So sometimes you got to really research yourself and find out what you want to do in this life, man, because you cannot be at home playing with your balls, getting high, and thinking life sucks. If you're going against your nature, you got to research yourself, man, and get out of that funk you in and really fulfill your prophecy, man. Write your own story. Go for it. To hell with people being in your ear, being negative. Do it, man. You are born for it. Let's continue. Let's see. Because they are flexible and possess a strange genius or genuineness. I don't know if I said it right. Let's see. It says possess a strange G word. I might have butchered the word.
Genius.
Genius. It says possess a strange genius. Brilliance. Great intelligence. Brains. Artsy. Okay? So y'all creative side is on a divine level, a stupendous level. Now, you know that statement where people says, if I can do it, you can do it. Some people have to force themselves and diligently force themselves to do what you do. Some things come a little bit simpler and easier, and you're able to dominate it quicker than they do. The reason behind that, because you are fulfilling your sole purpose. The person trying to do what you're doing is going against their sole purpose and their nature. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to struggle because they're doing something that they're not created to do. So the statement, the narrative they say is, if you can do it, if I can do it, you can do it too. 9 times out of 10, that can be true and false. Because their mind, heart, and soul is not going to be devoted to doing that. That's wisdom for you. Nobody's going to break it down like that to you. Let's continue on. It says the Gemini Ox could do any kind of profession. If they aren't appreciated at work, they will simply look for another job. That's the nature of a Gemini Ox, is that if they're not appreciated at work, if their job, that their hard work is not recognized, they're going to find another job that suits their nature, where they can thrive. They're not going to be stuck at something that's going to make them miserable and they drop dead. That's horrible. Now me, I would be stuck somewhere and just drop dead because, you know, I don't even know what the hell I want to do. 9 times out of 10. And it says they can adapt to new situations and new people very quickly. Some people, I've read on the zodiacs right here, some people cannot adapt to change. Most people cannot do what a Gemini Ox can do. The Gemini Ox can adapt to new situations. They can adapt to change. Most people cannot adapt to change, and it will frustrate them and drive them to utter depression. So when COVID hit and they lost their job, they had to force themselves to work low-paying, overworked-paying jobs. Their career went down the toilet, and now they got to work from the ground up to find something that suits them. So some people, when they have to adapt to change, it makes them very depressed, and they end up being suicidal, going into drugs, and going into drunkenness, and their life becomes horrible, a living hell, because they are forced to live a different type of lifestyle that they're not normal to live in. So people, like I tell you, you got to do your research. You got to find out what you want to do in life, or you're going to destroy yourself. And when you destroy yourself, that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Let's see here. The fact that they are Gemini makes them sociable and fun. Geminis are sociable and they are fun. Like I would literally, you know, get out of my house and vibe and click it with a Gemini, because they're very therapeutic type people. Some of them are very therapeutic. Some Geminis will be very toxic to you, where you cannot be around them. Let me see. And it says social and fun, and the fact that they are in the Ox, wherever this A word is. Let's see what this A word is. But the reason why this writing is taking so long, because I'm actually on the clock at Walmart zoning. But if I was at home getting paid millions and billions of dollars, I would have finished this project within a month because I have all the free time in the world. But since I have the short end of the stick, I have to work very hard to try to push what I'm pushing, you know?
Accentuate.
Accentuate, that's what that A word is, accentuate. So with the Gemini Ox, sometimes breaking down their article, you're gonna run into words that are not normal to your vocabulary. And it will throw you off and you will be confused. So thank God for Google. If there wasn't no Google or dictionary in hand, I would be looking very stupid trying to explain what this sign is. I will be embarrassing myself utterly. A lot of y'all will fully understand what y'all read. Me, I'm like, you know, I might be needing some extra help. A little slow here. So, let's see what's this word is?
Accentuate.
Accentuate. It says make more noticeable. That's all I need right there. It says make more noticeable. That's all you need to know right there. Noticeable means that you zoom into it. You bringing it to life. You bringing the real deal out. Everybody knows about it because you brought it to their attention. You made it noticeable. So make it noticeable, these traits they're having. They are stubborn as the ox, and they prefer when things are being done their way. So the year of the ox is a stubborn creature, unfortunately. And if I was born the year of the ox, I'd be the same exact way. Very stubborn, and I do have some of that nature. But me being a fire sign, I'm ready. I'm like a go-getter. I like to go out there and get it, make it happen, make it pop off. So everybody's different. Everybody gonna know what their office is. However, this doesn't mean they will completely reject other people's opinions and ideas. This sounds like a, wow, that statement I just read sounds very familiar. It sounded like, I think, I don't want to get thrown off, but it sounds very familiar. You got to check out one of my videos because it's that right there. What I just read sounds very familiar from another zodiac sign. Reject other people's opinions and ideas. The intelligent and preserving nature of the Gemini Ox make them successful in anything they may be doing in their career, especially if they are business people. Business people. Okay? When the Gemini Ox is grumpy, you should have a discussion with him or her. Did y'all just hear what was said? Whoa. I don't know about y'all, but I felt a sucker punch to my nostril when I read that. I just made the stank face when I just read that right there. It said, let me see here. I done lost my train of thought here. When the Gemini Ox is grumpy, you should have a discussion with him or her. Why? They need to be assured everything is going to be okay and they won't be that dark anymore. So if you get if you get the Gemini Ox to talk about themselves, they will loosen up. They will lighten up a little bit. But it's giving you the okay to speak to them when they're grumpy. If you speak to some people when they're grumpy, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be pissed off at you, bro. But for them, it's like, they'll receive you. Long as you come at them correctly, they're gonna open up very warmly to you. Amazing. Now, as far as the love part, you guys can read that on your own. I'm not reading that. They're most compatible with Leo rat, Aries snake, Aquarius snake, Aries rooster, and the Libra rooster. So it looks like the Gemini Ox likes a little rah-rah in their life. A little, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They just need that thing. Because it says the Libra rooster. I hope you know what you're asking for, buddy. But hey, it looks like they can take that thing. That personality might be something that will keep them sane and spark a lot of beautiful chemistry. Libra rooster. Interesting. That's amazing. And then the Gemini Ox woman characteristics. As we saw in the very beginning of the article, it gave you the introduction of the Gemini man and the Gemini woman. The Gemini Ox man, the Gemini Ox woman. And it says for the Gemini Ox woman is that the Gemini Ox woman, let's see here, it says loving and understanding. The Gemini Ox woman is that family member who you can always count on. That gives you thinking. A person who you can depend on, the Gemini Ox woman. That means you can depend on her. 9 times out of 10, for some people, you can't depend on when the going gets rough. But for her, it seemed like she'd be able to help you out, depending on what the need is. And it's declared that she's that family member. When the going gets tough, man, she's gonna do everything in her power to see what she can do to help you. And then he says for the Gemini Ox man that he has the tendency to complicate his life. He has the tendency to complicate his life. Now let's go to the characteristics of the Gemini woman. And it'll probably give you a more of a stronger breakdown of what she's talking about, that she's that family member you can depend on. The Gemini Ox woman is ambitious and determined. She has her own way of seeing things and she won't give up her opinions for anyone. That sounds like a Gemini woman, is that they will not give up their opinions for anyone. A change of heart, change of thought, you got to really, really work really hard to do that thing. You got to be skilled to give a change of heart to the Gemini woman. You got to know what the hell you're doing or you're going to look stupid. She's going to chew you up and spit you out. She has her own way of seeing things and she won't give up her opinions for anyone. She is efficient in everything that she may be doing. She's efficient. You know what that word efficient means? Let's get a definition. Efficient. It's declared that she's efficient at everything she's doing, whether it be good or bad. Achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. Structured, orderly, labor saving, energy saving, fuel efficient, cost effective, business like, handling business. Boy, she got the sauce, man. That's the reason why the family can depend on her, maybe because she has those qualities. She's not backing down. And she has a high resistance to stress, a high resistance to stress. When you resist something, that means it don't affect you. Let's see what resistance means though. She says you have a high resistance to stress. I'm blown away. This is the family member that you can depend on. The refusal to accept or comply with something. That's amazing. I'm telling you, man, like, it's going to be very difficult to try to meet all 144 different personality character types. Because some family members click, some of them don't. Some of them like, yeah, we're not talking. You lame, all that. I'm competitive. Because if there was some family members that were really cool like that, man, and what I'm reading about, 9 times out of 10, we probably still be in touch after the funeral of a family member that has died. Some people will actually stay in touch with you and not be on no fake stuff. But after a funeral, it's like people who just don't even know who the hell you is anymore. They don't hit you up on no Facebook, nothing. Just ridiculous, sir, ma'am. I don't understand. Hey, I mean, everybody's different. Every soul is different out there. And you can't judge everybody the same way, man, because you're not going to get the same results when you judge everybody the same. A high resistance to stress. It doesn't declare that for me, though. So that's the reason why she's the backbone of the family, man, because she has a high resistance to stress. She's the peacemaker. And for the Gemini Ox woman to be declared that, that's a beautiful thing. She would dismiss you if you come with some BS. She's not a person that you can just sit there and pour all your problems to and be weird. She's gonna dismiss you if you come with that. High resistance to stress, man. The woman born to Gemini, the Ox year, will always plan her love life. She has a plan for her love life. A lot of y'all don't have a plan for your love life. Y'all don't even know what love is. Y'all don't even have a love life. You have a hit it and quit it life. And now you stuck with like a carton of egg of kids that get on your damn nerves. But it says the Gemini Ox woman has a plan for her love life though. Amazing. Let's see. She is loving and supportive. Thing that makes her a great family woman, she's not the best communicator as she prefers to keep things to herself and come up with solutions on her own. So it says not the best communicator. So at least they're honest on that part. You got to know what you're getting yourself into if you want to mess with the Gemini Ox woman. Because if you like to communicate, 9 times out of 10, you might be deprived of that dealing with her. And oh, this is not good. This is a spray butter can without a lid. Let's see here. It is advisable that the Gemini Ox woman gives up being so alone. She could become completely isolated if she's not careful. So 9 times out of 10, she could be a picky person. She isolates herself and tries to keep away from that drama. So when it says she has a plan, that means she wants to kind of avoid reckless and foolish men. Or women. Maybe she swing both ways, who knows? But she's strict. She knows exactly what she wants and what she's looking for. So you got to come with your best cards if you want her. She is different from other Gemini women. She can act in the background. She doesn't need to be the center of attention in order to succeed. It's not necessary for her to be where the action and the, whatever this word is. So she's the type that's behind the scenes. She doesn't, she's not about the drama.
Intrigue.
Intrigue. Okay. She will limit her trust to only a few people who will usually be best friends or family. So she has a small circle of friends, small circle who she trusts. And that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. As for me, I might annoy this person and irritate this person. But at least my communication is freaking phenomenal and unbeatable. And this might throw this person off because she's not used to that. Neither do she want to be. But it's all good. You know, all of us is different and we are powerful in our own special, unique way. Let's see who the celebrities are. Wow, Morgan Freeman is a Gemini Ox. I know a lot of us know who that guy is. Some of these people, I have no idea who they are. Y'all probably do, though. Juliette Lewis. Some of them I ain't say the name to because I will butcher it. Sorry. I don't know who that is. Patrick Harris. Hold up. Nope. I done missed them. Neil Patrick Harris. First, middle, and last name. Now, this guy looked very familiar. I wonder who he is. He's an American actor, singer, comedian, writer, producer, and musician. Oh, he was in the Smurfs. Okay. Boy George? Who the hell has a name like that? Having a name as Boy George, that's deep. What the hell? Oh, yes, singer-songwriter. What the hell, man? Wow. Interesting. Morgan Freeman. We know who this guy is, right? Man, he's 83 years old. And these his movies right here. Let's see here, the Gemini Ox man characteristics. We're going to see why he makes life kind of difficult for himself. Let's read about the Gemini Ox man. Honest, bold, passionate. The Gemini Ox man is surrounded by friends. Surrounded by friends. Surrounded by friends. He makes life hard for himself. Let's see. He is more of an attention man. He's more of an action man, and he believes people should bring up experiences to prove their worth, not words. Hey, that's tight. That is the bomb diggity right there, man. I love that statement. Okay. The man in the Gemini, the Ox year, likes discussing facts. He has self-confidence And he rarely takes other people's opinions into consideration. He rarely does that. Taking their opinion to consideration. He will have good positions at work and he'll look to be financially stable. And that's evident. Morgan Freeman, all those guys are financially stable. They got it on. They got it going on. And they got excellent movie roles. They cold-blooded. I like me some Morgan Freeman, man. That brother know what he doing. When that camera hit him. When that camera hits him, you can't tell him nothing. That man's a beast. He on a divine level. Let's see. It is amazing how the Gemini and the Chinese Ox have combined their unique traits in this man. He can have a conversation on any subject. And he can make any woman his. Wow. Damn. So look, it says he can make any woman his. So if I have a crush on a coworker at my job that really don't like me, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna game her up. Man, that dude's a beast. Wow. Man, he a beast. That boy is a monster. All right. Even though if I pack more of a punch, he's still able to game her up. Amazing. All right. He can be an ideal partner if he wants to. It is recommended that the Gemini Oxman keeps things to himself and doesn't share so much of his life with others. He also needs to eliminate all negative emotions when in relation with others. He likes looking for the truth in everything he is doing, and this can complicate his life. You see in the top where it says he can make life complicated for himself. It gives you the breakdown of the man and the woman ox. Ain't that amazing? He likes looking for the truth in everything he's doing, and this can complicate his life. And he also needs to accept help from others in order to achieve his goals. Wow. And with that, that is the Gemini Ox. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like the narrative that I brought to this, you know what to do. Get a brother out the 9 to 5, man. And let's make things pop off quickly. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.